I've known Evonne Williams for many years, first as she was the executive director for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and later as the executive director for the SAC Museum.
My wife and I are big fans of Evonne and Bill Williams, and we're so pleased to be here tonight with all of you to share in this honor and recognition which is so richly deserved.
Well, I've seen Bill and Evonne at a number of different events throughout the course of the years. The ones I've worked with them directly on are when they brought the Remember the Fallen exhibit to Ameritrade, TD Ameritrade, in our brand new building. I had the privilege and honor to help introduce that exhibit to the Ameritrade associates, and then also I had the privilege and the honor to attend go along with our veterans and volunteer on the honor flight last spring when we took Korean War veterans to Washington, D.C. to see the Korean War Memorial and the other memorials there. So I've had a chance to work with them directly on a couple of different things.
Bill and Evonne Williams, they have the energy of a couple of 20-year-olds. They honor our veterans, they remember our veterans, and they teach us all how to remember and honor our veterans. Veterans who have served, veterans who are serving, veterans who have paid the ultimate price, veterans who need jobs.
You know, it was interesting to me when I first got to know of their new endeavors, and we've known this wonderful couple for many, many years. And they've always been charitably and civically minded, raised 4 great kids, but neither of them served in the military. Their 4 children have. And so they developed this idea of, could we figure out some ways, maybe more objectively as non-military retirees or service-connected persons, to develop that sense of respect and honor that we as Americans should all be giving to those men and women who serve our country in uniform.
I think Bill and Evonne have demonstrated an absolute passion and commitment. They've really altered their life work and are now fully dedicated to the work of Patriotic Productions. Really, their passion is to honor and to serve and to remember and recognize the fallen soldiers, specifically for those within the last couple of conflicts, Afghanistan and Iraq, really since, I understand, 9/11 of 2001. But they do so much more beyond that. They really have honored past veterans, World War II veterans, Korean War veterans. They really reach out to all veteran groups and their families as well. Specifically the Gold Star families. Those are the families that have lost someone, have paid the ultimate price in that they have someone who's been lost to war, and they too have served the ultimate price in their loss.
One of the things that I love about our veterans is that they're serving because they love our country, because they want to serve the community. They want to, really give back. They've got a servant's heart. And they're always very, very humble about it. They're not doing it for the glory or for the fame. And whenever I've seen the veterans at these exhibits or on the honor flight, they're always touched that somebody would think to remember them, that somehow people don't think about it or that it's not even worthy of their attention. That's just how humble our veterans are. And so it really touches their heart that somebody like Bill and Evonne would put all the effort into it to create the displays, to get them spread out throughout the entire country. Our veterans really are touched by it.
If you know Bill and Evonne like we do, and you get that phone call, you can't say no. They call you with this enthusiasm and with this sense of perspective about the value of what it is they're trying to get others to join, to become a part of a team to accomplish. So we got a chance to help them raise money and to market the idea to the business community that this was a cause worthy of everyone's commitment. So we started out with the first honor flight and helping them raise the funds and giving visibility to the idea. And I've had a chance to be involved in all of those honor flight send-offs, and it's just been a real thrill for me. And what I can say to each of them personally, thank you for just asking us to get involved.
As you know, they started the Nebraska Honor Flights, taking veterans to our nation's capital to see the memorials built in their honor. 1,500 World War II veterans in 5 flights, 462 Korean War veterans in 2 days on 4 jumbo jetliners, all with donated funds.
One of the important things that Bill and Evonne do for our state and for folks all across the country is they help us remember what our veterans have done, what our men and women in the service have done, what they've sacrificed for our country. And that's very important. You know, here in Nebraska, we're a very patriotic state, but we always need to be reminded of the personal stories of sacrifice that our men and women in uniform have done for this country and for our state. And Bill and Evonne, what they do helps us remember that. And so it's incredibly important to continue that appreciation and that gratefulness for what our veterans do for us.
Hi everyone, my name is Max. I'm Bill and Evonne's youngest son, and I currently live in Japan, so sorry I couldn't be there tonight. I just wanted to take the next couple minutes and tell a few stories about my parents and let you know what it was kind of like growing up in the Williams household. My mother and father always taught us just how important it is to give back, whether that's through service to our country, our community, our family, or our friends. They both have devoted huge parts of their lives to public service. My mother working for Make-A-Wish for over 16 years, and my father donating platelets to the Red Cross over 800 times since 1987 are just two of the things they've done. Few people epitomize service above self quite like my parents. One of the things that I am most grateful for that my parents instilled in me is my work ethic. I'm the youngest, so I started delivering newspapers when I was 7, maybe 8 years old. We're not talking 20 per day. We're talking 350 during the day and 500 on Saturday, 500 on Sunday. Then it was mowing 15, 20 yards per week, staining decks, shoveling snow, painting houses, any way to make a buck. Say goodbye to sleepovers with friends and opening presents on Christmas morning. Not anymore, because those papers were not going to deliver themselves. A funny story, Brother Tom, who was probably 14 at the time, had already received a warning from my dad and had overslept again, missed his alarm at 5 a.m. So I vividly remember walking down the stairs, seeing my dad filling up a 5-gallon bucket of ice and water, heading down to Tom's room. As Tom's younger brother, I naturally followed my dad, right? Kind of curious to what was going on. Saw him pour that bucket of water, and I've never seen Tom move so fast in my life. And I'll tell you what, Tom was never late again. Those sort of lessons, my mom teaching us how to balance a checkbook by the time we're 9 or 10 years old, helped make us the men we are today. We were taught that life isn't fair. When you get knocked down, you must get back up. You must keep moving on. We were taught that nothing in life is more important than giving your word and keeping it. Those sort of lessons and those traits that they instilled in us, you can see in their recent work with the honor flights and remembering our fallen. An example is just how far they make a dollar stretch. Every single penny counts. My brothers and I are extremely proud to be their sons. Congratulations, Mom and Dad, on receiving tonight's Reflection Award. We love you guys.